Hello all you beautiful people and creators out there. So this is kind of a late announcement and I should have talked about this earlier because it's already been out for a while, but basically I have made a new collection on Willa Malou, and Willa Malou is my online clothing brand where I sell secondhand clothing. So I buy all these secondhand clothes in different stores and I do like a remake on them. So it's a completely new design from the original item, and this collection, I actually have been working on it for 2 years now, which is crazy. So originally it was gonna be released not this summer but last summer, and it was so crazy because it was fashion then, and I remember Gucci was having similar like designs as I was, and I was so frustrated that I couldn't release it at the time where I was creating it. And mostly I made all these items back then, so actually there's only 6 items in this collection, but I thought it's better that I just release it and then you guys get to buy it and see them and get inspired, and then I can release another collection, volume 2, before next summer, which I'm really excited for. So I just want to talk a little bit about the item. I want to talk about recycling and how important it is right now in the society we live in, where everything is about production, producing, and earning money. And I think it's important that we give or spend money with people or organizations who have sustainable brands or ideas that will bring the society forward rather than sticking with this old factory production system that we are currently destroying the world with, basically. So I'm not saying buy stuff from me because you're saving the world, but it is important that we support sustainable brands. If it's not me, someone else. Yes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the item. So this is the shirt collection that I have been working on, this section right here, and I've called it Overlap because it's all about lapping different types of shirt materials over each other. Especially I love colors that are overlapping, which I worked a lot on. What I do with Willa Malou is that with every clothing item, I basically have this little description. This is a fashionary drawing that I have made, and on the back side it says a little bit about the item, what materials created it, what was my thought process, and I've made like fun names for all of them. Just go to my website if you want to check out what the names are and a little bit description how to take care of it. So this item right here has these sleeves that are very long, and they basically have cuffs that overlap. But the fun part is you can just fold it up and they will get shorter. So I really like when fashion is multifunctional. It's so clever and I love it, and I wish more like brands would do that out there. I think it's because people don't want an item that's like hard to put on, but it's not. It's just multifunctional. And then the back looks like this, and then the front has double buttons right here. I think this is my favorite item because it is well made, it's clever, I really like it. Then we have this blazer. This is the only blazer in the collection, and this one has a bit of a clownish style with just 2 additional ruffles, simple sleeves, 4 buttons down here. So this is not a one-piece item. You obviously have to dress something under it. So yeah, I just think this is really fun with like the stripes, squares, stripes, with different colors. I love colors, if you haven't noticed. So I get really excited when I create stuff that is colors, and I think honestly colors make other people happy. Like when I'm walking down the street with my colored hair or colored clothes, like I generally make people smile, and that's why I think colored clothes are so important. And then we have this item. This is also really fun item because halfway down it's white buttons and then black buttons, and then it has like a triangle shape here. It also has this ruffled waterfall on the back, which I think is very unique and interesting. It has a double collar and a little flower that I saw embroidered on here. It's really important to me that I take the best of the items that I buy or get and bring it all together to create something even better. Alright, so this item I think was the first I made in the collection, and I got this idea, this ruffles that I have added on here, because the shirt that the ruffles was additionally on was stained and I couldn't use any other part of the shirt except this beautiful part which was created. And so I would consider myself more of a designer than a seamstress, and I do sew all these stuff, and I can sew, and there's nothing wrong with the sewing, but I cannot create this without spending loads of time on it. So when I do Remake and I see something like this in the store, I see that as a great opportunity to create something that's well made and then add it to something else to make something better without actually having to educate myself. Maybe it's a little bit lazy, but I just think it's a very good way to bring out the best. And then we have the same sheer fabric here in these ruffles, and the cuffs are open so they do not singe. They are just as big as the opening of the sleeve. I really like this item. It's also, I think, my second favorite. It's also very big. It's hard for me to design clothes for people who aren't my size, obviously, but I also really enjoy trying to make everyone find something that they like on my store. So this is a bit of a more summery item. It has bare shoulders and a double collar, which I really enjoy. It has some different ruffles here on the cuffs, and what I like about this one is that there are buttons on one side, holes on the other, so this blue part was this part in another shirt. And I think that's really funny when you combine one part of another and put it on a completely different part of the other shirt so that you can kind of recognize where it's from, but only if you look closely. I think that is really cool. It has an open back. This is more of a summery item, and why I should have released it before the summer, but better late than never. So this is the last item. It's a little bit different. I wanted to play with kind of a more sporty tomboy theme. So this shirt right here, this is actually the front, and then that's where it has a pocket, and the color is switched around, so this is the back side, and these top two buttons are there so you can actually put the shirt on and off. So the back is actually completely bare except this button part down here, and it has sort of like a netted material. You know, that material you use kind of in like basketball sports, as well as the sleeves. This one is really fun, and it's actually the most requested item at the moment, so we'll see where this one lands. So those are all the items in my new collection. I'm working on some new stuff that is really cool. I am particularly in love with this thing going on right now. It is awesome. And if you want something a little bit more wintry, I still have my collection up for replay that I released last year, and it is much more tartan and sweaters, which is perfect for the winter, and it's much thicker stuff, warmer stuff, wool, frills, all the good stuff. So I hope you will check out the website. I hope you find something you like. And I realize right now there isn't so much size instructions on the website, but if you're curious about a specific item and you want to know the exact measurements, then please email me at lifeguru@gmail.com and I will give you all the information. And also, if you made it this far in the video, there is a discount code, 20% off on the whole shop, with code word LifeGoofer. So I know that you found me through YouTube, and also the earrings are still available if you're interested in those. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for supporting me. It really means a lot, and it means I can keep on going with what I'm doing here and what I enjoy so much. I wish you all an amazing day. Stay magical, stay creative, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!